I'll tell you what, it always seems worthwhile when you see one of those little blue signs saying historic monument 2 kilometres off the beaten track to go and have a look and learn a little bit about the history. So I'm in a little town called Cornwall, which is about 15 minutes from St Mary's. And this town was actually founded as basically coal mining. So back in 1843, a farmhand, a local fellow, just went out with his dog and found some old, diggings and that sort of stuff and saw some coal. And, 40 years later, when the first railways came in, they actually produced their first coal mine here. And at its peak, around 1890 stuff, it was producing about 100,000 tonnes of coal per year. And just the little things that you learn just by reading a plaque and those sort of things, you go, geez, for a little town off the beaten track that, it's very quiet, it's a lovely little place. So many things happened, like back in the 1890s, I believe it was, just from reading the plaque. There were other coal mines around the area by that stage, and a few of the workers at those places went on strike, and then others here at Cornwell didn't. So there ended up, a bit of a fisticuffs going on there, and there was actually firearms brought in. It was somewhat of a small civil war at that time. Luckily, they did all come together in the end, and production sort of stepped up again and everyone was a little bit happier. But Cornwall started as just a little town with, just some tents and those sort of things, and it was all done by pick and shovel in those days. And when the coal mine actually closed down here in about 1964, that basically spelt the end of the pick and shovel days in Tasmania. But the railway still runs down at Fingal, and there's still coal transported around here very much so. It was a big part of Tasmanian history to supply the steam trains and power and all those sort of things back in the day. So that's why you come to these little places and just have a little bit of a read in the history. And they've got a memorial plaque over the back there for all the men and boys, some as young as 13, 14 years of age, going down into those mines and getting coal. So that's everyone that was part of it in history. So beautiful little place. Got a barbecue there and a few old photos. We love the old photos. We sure bloody do. And even over the back there, you've got the community hall, and there's even a bit of history on that one as well, where it got burnt down. I believe it was about 1940, somewhere around that. And there you go. There's a few pictures of the cool old days. And around that time, they decided they were going to rebuild it, and all the families in the area got together and produced 1 shilling from their pay for 24 weeks to build the new one. So, which still stands there today, and it's still in use. But lovely little spot. You can see all the rivers and that type of stuff. And I did just hear a truck coming down that sounded like a nice 892 or something, a 2-stroke coming down out of the coal mine, which is a little bit over that way. So that's why you do just drop by these places and just learn a little bit, if only to have my chicken and chips that I bought in St Mary's. Anyway, guys, hope you're having a great one. We'll catch you later.